Man or a Iron Man build. Part 13. Identify.
Alright, welcome back. Or welcome to the Metal Earth Iron Man build.
Part 13. Clip.
So getting right back off where we left off on part 13 now.
Part 13. Band.
Part 13 is, I guess, a knee joint. The bend is pretty straightforward. A very small area, so be careful with a lot of the bends here. What you're hearing in the background is an ambient soundtrack by Llama Music. Llama Music was is a experimental group. They're kind of, I don't know if they're still creating stuff, but this particular episode came out in the 90s. Band started in the 80s, but various members.
Part 14. Identify.
Part 14 is a gold piece.
Part 14. Clip.
We'll extract this using our side clippers. Metal Earth.
Part 14. Assemble to part 13.
And we'll just continue on with these green triangle 90-degree twist connections.
Part 15. Identify.
Where's part 15?
Part 15. Clip.
We'll take that out. It's an interesting piece. You'll see why. It's
Part 15. Assemble to part 13.
okay, so yeah, note the orientation of part 15. See that hand with the finger? I guess that's pointing to that. So take a careful look in the instructions and assemble. Rightly so. Part 15 to part 13. And twist and twist, and I guess in this case I'm pushing down, but that is an offset tab, so when you do put it together,
Part 13. A. Assemble to part 12.
it will have a sidedness. This, I believe, is going to be the right leg of Iron Man, and so it's offset a little bit, 20 degrees. I'm just using that Olfa knife now to have it's a green triangle connection, so I need to get those tabs out so I can get the pliers in. So that's a little technique I use. that is going to be it for this type of connection here. So check it out.
Part 16. Identify.
Now we are going to be continuing on with the left leg. Part 16.
Part 16. Clip. Part 10. Clip. Part 11. Clip.
It's just clipping all the parts out, actually.
Part 16. Bend.
Now we will bend. Actually, this is just pretty much a repeat of what we had done before, so I've gotten better at this. For the most part on this bend, I'm trying not to scratch up that surface because it's quite smooth. And other than that, it's fairly straightforward. Make sure your tabs are correctly aligned.
Part 10 and Part 11. Assemble to Part 16.
So these are just the various parts that will slot on to this piece. And just go ahead and green triangle twisting connection. They're tight. That's why they use them. We want a good connection on these parts because they're, well, I guess the joints are major parts or major stress points. And that's
Part 16. Bend.
well, this time I'm going to bend these out using my fingers. No pliers. No pliers. And an oven knife. Only to bend out that tab. That tab.
Part 17. Identify.
Moving right along. Guess this would be the calf.
Part 17. Clip.
And we'll go ahead and snip this part out. I like this part. Clipping. Something satisfying about that sound.
Part 17. Bend.
Okay, pretty much same thing we did on the other leg. This time the engraved side is on the inside. I wonder what would happen if I did it the other way around. Would I have to change the legs around and have a kind of a dull pattern on the outside. If anyone out there cares to give that a try, let me know. It works out. I'll just do a blue circle bend on that connection there. Blue circle connection, that is. We are bending the tab. Anyway. I digress. And the good thing about this is you have really good diagrams in the instructions. So thank you for making sure the instructions are as clear as can possibly be without using words.
Part 17. Assemble to part 16.
And this is fun now. We're just kind of putting those little pieces we've assembled together. Ooh. Did I close those over? If I did, I had to reopen them, as I have done now, just to get that other tab to fit in. What you're hearing in the background is an experimental soundtrack, ambient soundtrack by an experimental group called Llama. This music was, or this soundscape was created in 1992. I believe somewhere in Illinois. I'd have to look it up on their website.
Part 18. Identify. Part 18. Clip. Part 18. Bend.
Alright, getting to the bend now of part 18. The knee of Iron Man. And it's a pretty straightforward bend. That curve is pretty easy. Just follow along, and the tab will fit nicely into that slot, and you can adjust it accordingly and get that coffin-shaped cross-section.
Part 19. Identify. Part 19. Clip. Part 19. Assemble to part 18.
Okay, so just twisting it up. And we'll Just carefully bend those with these wonderful bent nose, needle nose pliers. My fave.
Part 20. Identify. Part 20. Clip.
There is part 20.
Part 20. Assemble to part 18.
In this case, part 20 is symmetrical. So you can put it either way, flipped either way. We are creating the left leg of Iron Man, so
Part 18B. Assemble to part 16.
So again, we'll use the sulfa knife. I guess I should include this in the tools explanation. If anybody's just kind of jumping in on this build video series, went over the tools I'm using now back in the first video. So you can, if you're interested, you can check that out.
Part A. Assemble to base.
Well, I guess I say assembling to a base, but I guess I'm assembling it to the ankle. Anyway, part A is the right leg of Iron Man.
I need him.
There you go. Looking very good. I like that.
Part B. Assemble to base.
We'll fold that down. Looks like we're doing some blue circle connections. Using my thumbnail seems to be appropriate for this. Minimizing the chances of scratching. And the front was a green triangle twisting turn, and okay, we're gonna wrap this up. Third in the series.